Week 75 of Reselling Online, and coming off time away, this week was all about getting back into the flow and finding some consistency, and of course, more sales. Having been in isolation and having, unfortunately, COVID-19, it meant the fatigue was real, the struggle was real, and I wasn't actually doing as much. So last week was a pretty low week. So this week, all I wanted to do was see if I could get back to where an average week was and I kind of did. So how did I do it? And there's two things that I really want to go through today that I want to take you through. So make sure you buckle up. And that is, number one is I ran a 15% off end of financial year sale. That is the first time I've ever ran a promotion like this. And the second one was a mindset change. And I want to take you through that too, to maybe help you see if you can change something up in your store or in your business, and maybe it's going to help you get those extra dollars too. So let's dive in. To kick off, we're going to start with the 3 top items for this week. Actually, there was no flops this week. Everything was pretty good. So I'm going to show you 2 other items as well. Top item number 1 for this week was this Jada Toys Von Dutch Custom Cycles, die cast scale, figurine kind of thing. And this one cost me $2.78. I've had it sitting around probably for 100 days. I sold this for $55, came through last night, and I've profited $30.60 after fees and postage. Look, I took an offer on this one. I had this sitting at $99, but you'll understand why I've been starting to sell things off, just because I'm wanting a bit more cash flow. We're going to talk about that shortly. Top item number 2 for this week was this Tomica Tomy Hypercity train tracks. Now, I purchased a huge big bundle of Thomas the Tank Engine, and this was parted out, so this worked out to be about $3.26 from a purchase perspective. Now, I've sold this for $45, also took an offer on this one and profited $29.18 after fees and postage. Top item number 3 was this book, Games People Play. Now, I've sold actually this book 3 times, a few different versions of it. This one was a hardcover, and they've paid $18, but they've also paid $30 postage all the way over to the UK. So I've profited $22.80. Now, a cool item for this week was the Simpsons game. I just think it's cool because this one I actually paid about $9 for, and I still managed to be able to get $42.50 for it. Now, they did use a coupon for this one, so they did get it quite cheap. I had it listed for around $50 originally, so I profited only $17, but the cash flow on this was great. And just to be able to sell a Simpsons game for, around $50, obviously they had the coupon, is still pretty solid, and I paid up for it. And the other cool or slash odd item that I wanted to take you through today was someone went through and purchased a whole bunch of Thomas the Tank Engine. And I love when people do this because, well, it saves me a lot of postage. So I purchased all these trains for a total of around $2.57, and they've come out and they've purchased the 4 and paid up $88.40. They had a coupon, that's why you can see that there's a dollar difference. And the profit here for me will be about $62.36. So very, very happy with this. Thank you, whoever you are. So how have we actually gone for this week? Well, we actually had a sales of 54, which is above average. Average week for me is around 36. ASP was low, it was $20.80, but I'm not too concerned about that for this week. Margin, we sat at 52%, and cost of goods was $137.26. Revenue, we've come in just under average. Average is around 1,127, so we're at 1,121, and profit also being just shy of where I wanted to be, $589. Now, if we look at the average cycle time, we've done around 48 days to actually sell an item, and these are the items that have been selling. Books, the revenue was up there. DVDs was a big one for this week, but I've actually really had a pretty good range of different things. We've had some shoes, some video games, some toys, DVDs, collectibles, books, the works. But I must say, coming off time away, like I didn't finish my time away till about Thursday this week, simply because I was still in isolation. It was pretty good to be able to come out and do this. Now, what's actually really interesting, if you actually have a look at my weekly flow, you can see that I started off really slow and then I've just built straight up. It didn't really have that roller coaster view. It was more of just climbing, and that was a really, really good, I guess, experience to have, is more sales over more days as the week progressed. And yeah, I've never really experienced that before, and we're going to touch on that very, very shortly. Obviously, the big reason why this has happened, and there's been a big boost in it, is I ran a 15% off end of financial year sale. So I am running this sale up until the end of June, and the idea is I just wanted to be able to help some things tick over. I'm a bit behind on where I wanted to land for the financial year, so help get those sales ticking over. The last couple of weeks and the last couple of months have been kind of low and trending low, and that's because everything that's going on, I believe. So I figured, why not top it off with some cream and see if I can get some more sales, and it has been working. And actually, I've been able to do about $450 worth of sales just from doing this promotion of 15% off. So obviously there's some missed revenue, but that cash flow is king. And if I hadn't done it, I would obviously be about $450 lower for this week. So really, really important here for my business, because at the end of the day, I haven't really been earning that much. So to have this extra cash flow come through has been king. And I want to talk about that shortly, but something you need to consider if you are considering doing a promotion, if you're thinking about running a coupon or anything like that, this is what you need to consider. Now, when I did this, I set this up knowing that my margins, I have covered all my costs for financial year 2022, meaning I don't need to make a huge profit on all these items that I've been selling from a line item perspective. You know, here I say that I paid $2 for this, I sold it for this much, I only made $10, la-di-da-da-da. But really all of it is profit, because anything now that I sell is just pure cash flow and a chance to increase my capital spend. It's a chance for me to then take that dollar and reinvest it back into new stock and then do the whole thing again and basically double or more that money again. And I think this is something really, really important that we tend to forget. And it comes to my second point for this week, which was around a mindset change. And it's also going to be a challenge for you. So I have a question for you. And that is, if you could spend $1 and receive an extra dollar back in your pocket, how many dollars would you spend? It's a bit of a trick question, because if you can spend $1 and you get $2 back, or $1 extra in your pocket, well, you'd think, well, I would spend $1,000, I'd spend $1 million, I'll spend as much money as possible. And I think that's the key here, is this perspective has given me some really good, fresh understanding, and I guess how I want to change and operate my business is because if I'm covering all my costs and all my purchases, and I have spoken about this slightly before, if I'm covering all my costs of all my purchases and making a profit, then I don't need to be greedy. I don't need to have such high profits. What I need is cash flow. And I have touched on this before. If I spend $50 and it gives me 50 items, I can sell those 50 items on average for $32, and that gives me $1,600. However, it may take 100 days or more to sell all those items. But I think if we say, let's say I made $100 from 3 sales over 30 days, I've made all my money back and profited. So I don't need to sell the remaining 47 items for $1,500. Heck, if I can get $500 or $1,000 in less than 100 days or closer to 30 days, and I have all that money back into capital that I can then take out and double again, or go out and purchase more stock to resell again, that compounding technique is going to be so quick and it's going to be so rewarding. And I think this is even more important because remember, I follow the profit first approach. Now, if you haven't checked out Profit First, go have a read of the book. I highly recommend it. It's been a game changer for me. But basically, to give you some perspective, if I have $1,000 coming into my bank a week coming from eBay, 40% goes to my owner's pay, 40% goes to my OPEX, 5% goes to profit, which is a quarterly dividend or a quarterly bonus, and I've got 15% going to tax. Now, this has changed a little bit, but that's the average of it. And the sooner I have cash coming in, the sooner I am paying myself and enabling my business to grow. And that's why having the cash flow is going to work so much better for me. So applying the 15% promotion and this mindset perspective this week, that's how it's enabled me to get back up to my average and get those consistent sales. Hopefully over the next couple of weeks, as I continue to run that promotion, we'll see where we land, and hopefully it's going to land in a better position again. Now, if you stuck around this long, I want to show you a couple little videos from what's actually happened this week, and I'll show you what's been selling. Also, I might even have a bit of a sneak peek of a video that I've got coming up, because this week I also found, fortunately, I went out just to, this is a funny story. I went out to get my chicken food and I swung by my local op shop. Wasn't even going to go there because I was still quite fatigued. Went in there and I found about 35 kilos of Lego. That was incredible. Anyway, I'll show you some videos and then we'll finish up. All right, team. So this is post-isolation, basically mail run heading out. And this isn't even everything. I still got to get a few more things. I couldn't fit it all out. But I'll show you that shortly. So we've got a bunch of shoes going out. We've got some action figures. We've got some trolls. We've got a Fireball t-shirt. We've got this series going out. We've got all those going out. SpongeBob, that series going out. Valiant Conquest of the Air book. We've got some Dragonlance at the back there. Julian May books going out. One of the classical books that I got. I've been having a bit of a brain fart, guys. I'm still very, very tired. We've got a CD going out. We've got Red Dead Redemption. We've got Deus Ex. We've got a couple of Lord of the Rings bundles. So this and something else is going out together. Got the Hobbit going out. We've got some more Dragonlance. Got some DVDs. Need for Speed 3. We do have a Umbro, I think it is, jacket to pack up. A few other things that I'll show you shortly as well. So look, this is going to take a little bit just because I'm totally fried for energy, but hey, I'm not complaining. All right, and here is the last of it. We've got some Skylanders bundle going out. We've got these two Garfield fellas going out. Got this guy going for 32, I think it was, and some more Skylanders. So not too bad, not too bad. All right, team, got a few things going out Friday. Yeah, let me take you through it. So I've got, actually these aren't part of it, so give me a second. All right, there we go. So we've got a couple of Zoid DVDs going out. They've gone for $50 for the two. This one's gone overseas, $30 postage, $18 for the item. That one's gone for 30, I think it was. This one's gone for 25. This guy's gone for 30. A couple of DVDs over there gone for, I think it's a $9, and that one's also a $25. This guy's gone for 25 bucks. Little bundle of Wolfenstein gone for 29 bucks. This guy's gone for a total of 12 bucks plus postage, I think. So yeah, I think there's one more DVD I've got to pull out, and of course we've got some other ones there that I'm just got from the other day that I didn't send out. So not too bad, a few bread and butter items. Yeah, I'm not complaining. So a little unexpected, went into one of my local shops that I love to go to, and they had a lot of Lego. So I got 1, 2, 3, 4, and then this tub of Lego. And like look at this. This is what we've got. Like, this is just all minifigs. Like, this is just incredible. So I did pay up for all this, and I got some games there as well. So not too bad, not too bad. So that's it for this week. Look, if you want to see how I'm progressing in January, here's a quick snapshot of where I am for 2022. Look, it's been a journey. Some things are changing, and going into FY23. There is probably going to be some ways that I'm going to change and do business, but that's for another day, another conversation. Really do appreciate you being here. If you've got any questions or any thoughts, comments, whatever, do let me know down below. I hope you're doing well. I hope sales have been better for you this week. And yeah, you have a wonderful day. Cheers.